Hi everyone, thanks for joining Let's Talk with Shayna. Today we're going to be talking about a how-to for the shampoo and conditioner. Now before you start this video, make sure you are jumping back and watching our hair care recommendation video, just because we want to make sure that you are starting off with the right combo set for your specific hair care concerns. The video is only about 11 minutes long, but you can jump around as you need, but jump back. I'll make sure to include that video's link in the description so that you can easily find it and figure out what combo set best fits you. But moving forward, once you've selected your combo set and you've rejoined this video here, we're going to use our apple cider vinegar as the example for today, but I'm going to show you how much you'll need, how long you'll need to leave it on, and any other tips or tricks that might come up along the way. So for our apple cider vinegar, the reason why we're using it as our example is because a lot of people find that the apple cider vinegar shampoo can dry their hair out if it's left on for too long. But some hair types, they need just a simple lather and rinse, and other hair types need the full 5 minutes the bottle will recommend. So what I always suggest is when you are first trying out a shampoo and conditioner, to make sure you are first trying it as a simple lather and rinse. And then as you use the product, you can feel it out, see if you need more time for that shampoo lather, and leave it on for a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer until you find your perfect spot, your perfect time length. I personally find that a simple lather and a rinse does me, I'm good to go, but if I had oilier hair, I might need that longer time. Now, when it comes to how much you need, it does vary from if you're someone who has really, really thick hair versus really, really thin hair. If you have thinner hair, you're going to need less. If you have thicker hair, you're going to need more. So I typically say the amount that you need is going to be the size of a coin. If you have thinner hair, you're going to need a smaller coin, like a dime. If you have thicker hair, you're going to need a bigger coin, like a quarter. So for my hair type, I'm about somewhere in the middle. So I personally use about this much. And honestly, looks are very deceiving. It doesn't look like a lot, but once you work it through your hand and then through your hair, it'll be plenty, trust me. Now, just so you know, the lather, it's not going to be super sudsy or soapy, mainly because these products are sulfate and paraben free, and those are the chemicals that cause that bubbling that chemical-based shampoos will have. But the product is still going to go quite a ways. Like the amount that I just showed you is enough for hair that's about as thick as mine, so about a medium thickness. But once again, if you had thinner hair, you would do less. If you had thicker hair, you would do more. So once you've figured out how much you need, how long you need to leave it on for, you are going to want to make sure that you are thoroughly rinsing it out to leave room for your conditioner to come in and replenish all of the beneficial oils that you've just washed out of your hair. Because unfortunately, when you shampoo, all of the oils got to go, all of it, good and bad. So the conditioner comes in and replaces the good oils. So we're gonna use the coconut avocado conditioner just because it's the one that we naturally pair with the apple cider vinegar one. I typically recommend to condition for about 5 to 6 minutes. Some people, if they're not a huge fan of conditioner, they'll do less time, but I almost always say you should be conditioning with your shampoo. I will almost never recommend to not have a conditioner. Even if it's just like a minute condition, I find that conditioners are so important just because, as I mentioned, when you are shampooing, all of the oils are being washed out of your hair, even the good ones. So the conditioners are going to replenish those good oils. Now, the conditioner, you're going to want to play it rather than the thickness of your hair. It's going to be the length of your hair. How long is your hair? And I guess your thickness does come into play, because if you have really, really thick, long hair, you're going to need more conditioner. If you have really short hair, like a pixie cut, you're going to need almost nothing, but you're still going to want to be conditioning just to replenish those oils. So for hair about my length, I use about this much. Now, I am a sucker for conditioner, so I do probably use more than what you'll actually need. That's about the amount I use for the conditioner. So once again, it's about that much. It's run down my hands, so it does look like more. But I will work that through the length of my hair only. So I will not touch the root of my hair on a regular shampoo and conditioner day. About once a week, I will do a deep condition treatment where I will work it through my entire head of hair, but I typically am planning to do a second shower the very next day. For these products, across all of our shampoos and conditioners, we do recommend that you are only shampooing at most every other day. So we say 2 to 3 times a week. Any shampoo company will recommend that as your use frequency, mainly because it gives your hair a chance to absorb those beneficial natural oils that I was talking about before. But if you are washing your hair every single day, your hair doesn't have a chance to make those oils, let alone absorb them. So by giving it that extra day, it does give your hair a chance to do half the work for you. Now, there are some people that their lifestyles, they need to wash their hair every single day. So I typically recommend that if you are able to train your hair to produce less oil because you're washing it less, to get through that transition period, that training period, I like to call it, feel free to still go in the shower every day and just use water and our scalp massage brush on those off days, the days that you're not supposed to be shampooing and conditioning. That will help you through this transition period, as well as if you are someone who has a dusty job because you're on a construction site or something like that. That way you are still kind of cleansing yourself at least once a day. If you are working out a lot and you just need to wash away all of that sweat. Now, there are still some people that do still shampoo every single day, and if that's what your hair and body is used to, go for it, do it. But if you do want to try and let your hair and your body do half the work for you, it might take a little bit of training, it might take a little bit of work to get there, but I do recommend no more than every other day if you're able to get away with it. Now, of course, if this does bring up any kind of questions, concerns, or you have your own tips and tricks that you want to share, make sure to leave those in the comments and we'll get to those through a reply. Or you can always call our customer service line to answer those questions as well. Now, that's all from me today, so thank you so much for joining.